measurable, plowable snow. And if you've had all of that, that means that snow is probably collected on your automobile, your truck, your SUV. Now, I always giggle when I go outside in the morning because I hear neighbors grumbling because a snowstorm caught them by surprise. They don't have the right tool. I myself have used keys and CD cases to try to scratch the ice off the windshield of the car. But not just moving the ice off the windows and the windshield, moving the snow off the car. In many states, it's illegal to drive your car without cleaning the snow off the roof and the hood, because it can then blow off behind you and then land on the car behind you and cause accidents. So it's so very important, and we're all dealing with this crazy snow, and we will be dealing with more of it. So do you have an effective and meaningful way to get after it? Now, on one end of this next product, the Snow Joe, you've got that closed foam snow broom. And it's going to pull large quantities of the snow away, push it off the roof, nice long pole. There is also a rechargeable battery inside, so you can use that light if you are cleaning the car after dark or around dusk. And then there's a snow scraper, oh blessed snow scraper on the other side. Because the snow scraper is going to begin to make a real difference in terms of helping you break up all that snow and ice. One of the problems they're going to have down south this weekend is a mixture of snow and ice. Not only does that mean power outages, but that means a nightmare for cleanup. So it's a great way to take advantage of it. Right now, what are you using to clean up your car? Oh, where's my tablet? Meg, can you bring the tablet over to me? Let's see what, we're going to ask our chatters and the folks that are joining us. What are you using to clean your car? And right now, because I just asked the question, it's taking a moment for the answers to pop up. But once they do, we'll share those with all of you. And the most important thing to realize, you need the right tool for the right job, and we're going to help you do just that. Sean Pickford is joining us now to tell us more about this, and he's battening down the hatches. It's already starting to get a little dark outside here at 5:30 East Coast time. And yeah. Sean, probably 2 days from now, we're going to start seeing the snow starting to fall in our own area.
Yeah, we're going to get some snow. It may not stick around for a while, but we're going to get it. So how do you clean it off your car? That's the great question, David. So a lot of people use things, and I'll grab one here just to show you. All right, they use something like this. There's only one problem with this. I just used this on the garage floor. What did I clean up? Broken glass, dirt, rock salt, cinders. Do I want to be dragging this across the hood of my car, across the windshield? No. Why? Because in the spring, when I go to look at it and wash it real good, I'm going to see all the damage that I could do by using my household broom. So the guys at Snow Joe designed this specifically to remove the ice and snow. As you said, closed cell foam. It feels like a sponge, but it doesn't absorb anything. So it's not going to get frozen. It's not going to be musty or mildewy because we want you to keep it in the car. So all you do is take it over to the hood of the car, and you can push the snow. You can pull the snow off the hood. You can get it off the roof of the car. Now, this is a large SUV, and you can see I can go all the way across the top with one push or one pull. And I have that big ice scraper on here because some of you are going to get ice. I know in a lot of parts of the South, they're talking about frozen precipitation.
Right.
That can be really hard to remove off. And as you said, we've all used that little CD case. We've all done the little port pull.
Oh, Sean, I've got a better one for you. Lori in our chat has used her credit card to scrape the ice.
Yes. Well, hey, in a pinch, you're going to try and use anything you can other than your hands to get all that off. So you can see where
another
you're going.
chatter has used her arm to try to clear the. I would imagine that arm got good and wet. Yeah.
Yeah, you tuck that sleeve in, and you hope you don't get anything down in the sleeve. Yeah, I know that one.
Oh my word! A lot of folks have this, have the Snow Joe, and they're excited about that because it does the job for them. Many of you are excited about these. Wendy says she doesn't need it in her part of Texas. Must not snow there. Lucky.
Yeah, well, that's good for her.
Yeah, that's good for her, those of us, but not for the rest of us, right?
Right. For those of us that don't have that option, what are you doing? So this was specifically designed to remove the ice and snow off your vehicle. We had it third-party independent tested that it's not going to damage the painted surface or the glass surface. Have you ever been by a car dealership and the day after the snow, all the cars are cleared off and you wonder, what did they use? They use this.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah, David.
Sarah learned the hard way that a metal spatula was a bad thing to choose.
Ooh, yeah.
She scratched
Yeah.
the paint on her car with that metal spatula. I mean, and this works on the same premise. It's used to be a tool to get after the snow and the ice, but it's designed not to scratch. This closed cell foam
Yeah.
is really, really lovely because it's very kind to your paint job. It's kind to the metal. It's kind to the glass and the fiberglass on your car. Nothing to worry about here. And then on the opposite end, you've got your ice scraper designed for the glass areas of the car. Don't use a spatula, your credit card, a CD case. And I'm also going to just put out this little public service announcement. Don't create an opening this big.
The porthole.
The porthole, because you might be able to see out of it, but you can't see anything else. You can't see what's beside you. You can't see what's coming up behind you. And this is a bad thing. So if you're only scraping off an opening this big, that's a bad thing. Take some time to make it this big and this big and this big. Yeah. This is going to be important.
You want to be able to, you want to have as best visual as you can. So we know that it's cold. What I like to do, David, I like to go out, clean off the driver's door first, get all that cleared off, get in, start the vehicle. Then while it's heating up, go around and clean the rest of the vehicle. So by the time that I'm done, and with mine here, depending on how much snow, it could be 30 seconds to 2.5 minutes. By that time, it's pretty warm inside. I'm ready to go. I fold this back up. It stays in the vehicle, and that's what's great about this. It's not one of those where you used it at home, but you didn't bring it with you because as you went out somewhere, you got 4 or 5 more inches of snow. Then what do? It stays with the vehicle. It collapses down. Again, it's a closed cell foam, that it's not a sponge. It's not going to absorb the water. It's not going to freeze. It's not going to be moldy or mildewy. So I love that there's a light in here too, because some areas, look, I'm in my driveway and there's a spotlight on. I have my Ring spotlight on above.
Sure.
So I can see what I'm doing. But maybe you're somewhere where you're on the street and there's cars going by. So having that light in there so they can see you and you can signal them, hey, I'm out here, slow down a little bit. And you can also see what you're doing so you get the entire vehicle, cleaned off. In a lot of states, you're responsible for that. So if you have snow on your car and it flies off and damages somebody else, you could be liable. So think about the other people that are on the road. Clean it off thoroughly. You're much safer. They're much safer. Everybody can be on their way.
Everybody is loving these. Let's take a look at our color choices. And we've got them available on QVC.com. So here is a look at our purple. We also have it for you in the platinum. Very popular. Don't forget, we also have it for you. Oh, I beg your pardon. That was the black. This is the blue. And then we've got it for you in, that's the platinum, the lighter color gray. And then I believe there's also, we're calling that red.
Red.
Oh, we're calling that one red. It's a light red. All right, so a lot of folks in the chat are saying they're ordering one of these. A lot of folks in the chat say they already own one of these. It really is so important. And when snowstorms catch you by surprise, this is going to be important. Now, it's also good to point out that this can break down and store away almost to nothing. Is that right, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. There's a little push pin in there in the handle, so you can see it right there, that little push pin. As I push that in, it releases this part of the handle. So then what I do is I release this one and clamps it down, and there's a little storage spot on the back of it. So it all fits onto the back of your Snow Joe Snow Broom, just like this. So that way you can store it under the smallest car seat if you want. That's why I say you never leave home without it. You take it with you wherever you go. So all you do is take those push pins, click them together. So they do a fantastic job of holding it there. You don't have to use the entire length too. If you want to take out the center section, David, you can do that to have a little bit shorter one. I like it longer because this thing's really tall.
Oh, yeah.
That way I'm not leaning up against the vehicle and getting soaking wet if it's heavy wet snow.
So and there's a little switch here on the back for the light as well. So you can just turn that on and off.
Right there in the back.
Exactly. So we've got that on now. Let me turn it this way. Got it on, and then you can also switch it off. All of this happening for you at a great price, $23.10. I'm going to tell you this is worth every penny. Because once you get it home and you use it the first time, you're going to say, I don't know what took me so long. I don't know why I waited so long to order one of these. They make perfect sense. And this is going to work out really beautifully. Don't miss out on this opportunity. We're getting busy on our phone lines. Maureen loves this because she's got shorter arms and she can get the top of the car pretty easily. And that is, again, the game changer we're looking for, right?
Yeah, because then you're not on a ladder. Then you're getting all the snow off. So if you don't get the snow off the roof and you come to that stoplight and you stop, all of a sudden, all that can fall right down on your windshield. So now you thought you cleared the vehicle off, but you're stuck at the stoplight and you can't see where to go. So this allows you to get the entire roof cleaned off so you can be on your way.
So look at
And
that.
there's the light.
Light pops
Yep.
on and you're ready to rock and roll. Let's take a look at our colors one more time, reminding you 3 easy
Sure.
payments on your credit card. And Sean, I know that you all are excited about our next item and you need to get set up here, so I'm going to turn you loose so you all can do that, and I'll go through colors here. Now here is your purple. I also have it for you in the black. Very popular color. Also, we've got it for you in the blue. Most popular is that blue. Some might call it Carolina blue. I know I would. And then there's the platinum. Don't miss out on this. Deborah says, I love this, worth every cent. Have a previous year's purchase, and this season bought the new one. So really excited to have all this for you. Winter is making a return appearance this weekend. And before winter is done, we're going to have several more appearances. Make sure that you're doing everything you can to be ready for winter's worst, and this is going to do the job for you. We're going to move along now to our final item of the show. It's hard to believe.